All right, so I'm back for game 2 between CheekyMo and Bob. I can't remember how Bob is, and it's not working out for me. Anyway, I'm also not 100% sure why my replay interface has gone back to the sort of default. Not that it matters. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter. Anyway, it's CheekyMo that is one game up in this best of 3. I don't have a little best of 3 bar. That was weird. The pylon building sound effect went on for ages there after I cancelled. Bob is going for I'm not sure yet. Overlords out, so that's a good sign. Two overlords building. Three overlords. No. Just no. That's not how we do it. It really isn't. Build one overlord. The good news for Bob is CheekyMo isn't even bothering to build workers. Sure, why would you? It's not like you'll need the money or anything to build, I don't know, an army in a war game. Who needs armies? You know what I mean? Who needs that? No one. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. Let's have a look at what CheekyMo's looking at. This is CheekyMo cam we're following here. Checking the nexus. That is building a worker. That's good. Build that thing. Get that worker back to work. Yeah. Check the nexus again. Build another one of those. Oh, no. Changed his mind. This is good stuff. Queue up a few workers just in case. Let's see how Bob's doing. This is Bob's cam. This is Bob cam we're watching here. Do you think Bob, he's put those work, there was a couple of, I spied them, there was a couple of idle workers just chilling there. Check over there, that's where your natural's supposed to be, Bob, but you haven't built it yet, but that's where it's supposed to be. So spawning pool just finishing up, as Bob goes to, he's going to build the, no, he's not, he's send it back, there we go, that's more like it. So hatchery building, but look how much money Bob's got, and look how empty the production tab is. It's not cool, man. It's not cool, guys. It's not cool. Look, Matey's just going to work out on this because what's happened here is CheekyMo has completely walled himself in and can't get out. You know what I mean? It's hard work. It is hard work watching some of them. Anyway, let's help these zealots along by doubling the speed that we're watching the replay. So they're going to go to town on this. The overlord's going to come in and scout it, and Bob's going to be thinking to himself, "What the hell? Did I accidentally kill that?" And he's just going to keep the overlord flying right past the cannon so that it dies. Luckily, he's got loads of overlords. You know what I mean? He's got overlords. Don't worry about him. So yeah, this is finished up. Let's get the zoom out going on here. This is finished up and is mining, but look, 6 workers mining now in the main base, 7 here. So there's one more worker mining minerals now than Bob started the game with. At the 4-minute mark, Bob has one additional worker. That is disgusting. You know what I mean? It's despicable. Despicable. Whereas CheekyMo's got 4 additional workers, so that's 4 times as good, but it's not where you want to be at close to 5 minutes, is it? It's not where you want to be. Anyway, here we've got oh god, it's a fleet beacon. It's going to be another mothership build. That's what it's going to be. You know what I really want is, did they deny the ability to do that, or was it the yoik? There's something you can't do to a mothership anymore because it's a hero unit. I hope it isn't mind control. If you've got an investor, you can just mind control the mothership, and it's your mothership then, which is one of the most poetic things ever when Protoss turns up all like, you can't see my army, and you just go, I'll have that. No, you can't see my army. And the Protoss is left with 2 choices: die or kill their own mothership. And that's just an example of why a mothership is literally just a floating waste of gas. Anyway, It's been effective in the EMS tournament so far, so sure, why not? So notice that, look, Bob is building the spire, is building the infestation pit. Let's hope that this time he actually uses those structures and builds some stuff that can shoot air. Or do some, Mutalisks are okay, but they're not that great in a straight up fight. You need a hell of a lot of Mutalisks to fight Stalkers, and a hell of a lot of Mutalisks to take on a Mama ship, that Hydras are a much better bet, so some Hydralisks would be fine, but you're gonna need detection, Bob. You're gonna need to be able to see the cloaked stuff, so you need to be turning these into overseers. Ideally maybe drop in some spore colonies as well. It's 8.5 minutes, nobody's got a third, come on. What's the hold up here? You know what I mean? But you build the workers, you saturate this, you build another one here, you build another one here, you build another one here, and then you just go and wreck your opponent in the face like that. It's not complicated really. It isn't. Anyway, it's a move out, and Bob is going to march across the map. Let's take a peek at the army supplies. Very even indeed, very, very even. So let's just slow this down and take a look at what happens. Yeah, none of the Zerg stuff can actually see any of the Protoss stuff. If I just click on Bob's thing, this is what he's seeing. Look, see, the Protoss army's just cloaked there, so he only sees this mothership. And he just dies. Simple as that. So yeah, awkward. Yeah, so people of the EMS StarCraft League know this. Motherships cloak things. You need detection. If you're a Zerg, that means building overseers. If you're a Terran, you can scan if you want. You can build ravens. They detect ravens, so it'll do the job. If you're a Protoss, observers is what you need. Cannons also are detectors, but observers is what you need because they move. That's how you beat this, and it looks like a silly thing. Anybody that has spent, these are so expensive, 400 a Mama ship costs, and people are building them off essentially one base economy. I know he's got 2 bases, but he doesn't really. I mean, look, this is all but mined out. It's a 1 base economy. Anybody that's invested in that, you crush them. You just like, what were you thinking? You've got 1 base, you've built a Mama ship. Well, I've spent my money on an army, and now I kill you. It is relatively straightforward to make people that build motherships look like complete fools. Mama ships also take up 6 supply and don't really do very much damage. So, in general, if somebody builds a mothership against you, you just embarrass them. The only time to be building a mothership is when you've got a fleet of carriers. That is the only time, because it protects the carriers, and then the interceptors come out far enough to focus on anything that could detect the Mama ship or anything. So. That's the only excuse, and don't be trying to build a fleet of carriers until you're on at least 4 bases, please, because it's nonsense. Don't be that guy. Anyway, this game's over too. So while we're in the last phases of this, I posted on Teams. Shout out to Zeminus. Shout out to Erica. She is one of our ex-champions, and I've seen that she's been online a little bit recently, and I popped her a message, asked if she'd been watching the Scraft at all. I believe she's watched a couple of games. She is, as I say, won our EMS tournament two years ago, I think. 2 years ago? Must be 2 years ago. 3 years ago, 3 champions ago. Yeah, because we had Callum, and then before that we had Matt, and then before that it's Zeminus. But anyway, the short version is she's well up for a game if anybody wants to throw it down. So yeah, I put her ID in the chat, so feel free to friend her up. And I did get a reply from IC Red, who said, yeah, I'm up for it. So I'm quite looking forward to the Jukaroo between the 2 ex-champs. That would be awesome. But anyway, this particular game is over. Once again, I believe Bob has left. So it is CheekyMo that goes 2-0 up against Bob. This is I want to say this is a loser bracket game. So CheekyMo therefore will go. Is this a loser bracket or a winner bracket? Huh. I can't remember. Anyway, it's all on the spreadsheet. You guys can check it out. I think it's a loser bracket, so I think CheekyMo now goes through to the decider. Can't remember who that's against. Might not be decided yet, but quite a few of the brackets are now full. So please do get on with those games and continue to send me the replays. I'm bound to get them back up to date over half term and stuff, even if I haven't by the end of this week. And hopefully by the time we come back after half term, we'll be ready to start round 2. Yeah, decent. GG.